Hi everybody, Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 4 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here today to give you another tip about creating that success, that happiness you want in life by noticing where you're going and focusing on where you're going versus where you've been or even where you are. The quote I'm sending out is, success and happiness isn't always just about taking a stand. It's mostly about knowing where you're going and moving toward that goal. I like that because I think it really speaks to a problem that many of us have when we're focused on either the problem or taking a stand. I mean, the problem makes sense. People come to me as a psychologist, as a speaker, as a mental health professional and say, hey Bill, I'm really feeling angry or frustrated or anxious or depressed or worried and I want that to stop. And that's understandable. But very quickly, after I kind of understand what's going on with them and why this is happening, I move from helping them stop the problem to start the solution. Because for those of you who've been following my Life from the Top of the Mind philosophy, you know that when we're worried about stopping something, when we're concerned that if we don't stop it, bad things will happen, whether that's a feeling or a relationship or whatever, we're coming from that stopping or that worried or that frightened part of the brain. When we get really clear, here's what I want to create, here's who I want to be, and move toward that, we're coming from the upper 80% of the brain, these frontal lobes that are able to imagine who we want to be and begin to create that. In fact, when I'm working with people, I encourage them to create a little index card of the 20 qualities or characteristics of who they are at their best. Now, often when I say that, people go, 20? I might be able to do 5, maybe 8, guys, 10 at the most, 20? I make it 20 because I think we need to push that envelope. There are certainly 20 qualities or characteristics we all have that we would like to have more of or at least access more regularly. So I encourage my clients to ask their friends, ask their family, make that list and put it on an index card that they can carry it around. Because that gives them a sense of, this is who I want to be. This is my highest purpose. This is the statement I want to make about who I am. This is what I would recommend to someone I love. And it becomes this concept of becoming this person. It's about focusing on where we want to go and working and using life as an opportunity to practice being that way. Anything we practice, we get good at. That's why we're so good at being stressed and frustrated, by the way. We've been practicing it for a long time without really knowing it. So this is about getting really clear. Okay, who do I want to be? How do I want to be? And how can I use life versus life using me? How can I use life as a practice field, an opportunity to become this or to access these qualities on a regular basis, regardless of the situation? We can't know what that looks like or feels like until we have a clear sense of where we're going, who we want to be. And I like that in terms of the qualities and characteristics versus I want to be a doctor or I want to be a lawyer or I want to be a rock and roll star. Nothing wrong with any of that. However, that's about what kind of, I don't know, occupation we want to have. This is about who we want to be. It might take a while to be a lawyer or a rock and roll star or a doctor. It's not going to take that long to start practicing these qualities or characteristics, and because that has us accessing the upper 80% of the brain, we now are bringing to life the knowledge, the intellect, the ability to make really purposeful decisions that help us get to that situation, that occupation, that way of being. But the road now becomes part of the journey. It becomes who we are being as we move toward that goal. Plus the idea of taking a stand. Have you noticed taking a stand is really about taking a stand, almost defending your stand, almost needing to attack another person's stand. It's really about where we are right now and the need to defend that. Whereas getting really clear about who we want to be, that's not something often we have to defend. You know, we can say, okay, I would like to be more flexible, more open, and more confident. Would you like to join me in that? It's going to be a hard time for people to argue against because now we're not talking about who's right, debating who's right. This is more of a, who do I want to be? What is my highest purpose? What are the qualities and characteristics I want to be able to access on a regular basis regardless of the situation? So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you want to make some changes, I would encourage you to get really clear. What is it you want? Who do you want to be? Make that list of those 20 qualities and characteristics Take it around with you, refer to it often, and start practicing being 2 or 3 or 4 of those at a time. What I think you're going to find is by accessing that part of the brain, you access your clarity, your confidence, your creativity. You become good at creating the experience you want because you're accessing the most powerful part of that creative part of the brain. I hope you're finding these videos meaningful and valuable. I'm having a lot of fun bringing them to you. If so, please hit the like button and leave your comments. I love to read your comments. I know a lot of people are watching these videos, and a few people tell me they find them valuable and like them. I would love to read what you think of them, because this is why I'm doing it. Obviously not getting paid for this. It's fun for me, and when you leave a comment, it's all that more meaningful. So please do that. Tell your friends if you like them. I love it when a friend tells a friend. And if you want me to come and speak on any particular topic to your professional association, your church, your organization where you work, go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, or just Google Bill Crawford. I'll come up on the first page. Hit that contact button on my website. Let me know what you're interested in, and I would love to do that. If you're interested in working with me as a psychologist or as a life coach, whatever you want to call it, go to the website, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in, and we can certainly talk about that as well. In the meantime, here's to you bringing more clarity about who you want to be and how you want to be to everything you do. Being able to move into that with confidence and access your creativity to make it happen. Here's to you bringing more clarity, confidence, and creativity to everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.